What's going on, everybody? This is Greg Fowler coming at you live for another episode of Real Estate Titans. I'm super excited about this one. This is episode 129 with our very special guest and feature titan for today, Brad Secundy. Brad,
Greg,
thanks so
hey,
much.
Come on, a little high five.
I love it.
How are you today?
Great. I'm super excited for this one. I know there's so many people in anticipation. Really, what this show is about, and just to introduce out for everybody, it's really traveling the marketplace, introducing top real estate professionals in their field, from realtors, lenders, builders, developers. On the residential or commercial side, essentially gathering insight, inspiration, what really drives and motivates you guys to do what you do to the level you do it at. So again, I'm honored to have you, Brad.
I am honored to be here, humble, pleasure to talk with you today.
For sure, and per Brad's request, we were chatting before we go live here, we want to really take a second to introduce your team.
Exactly. So about 2 years ago, we started our team. We're 4 members now. It has been absolutely amazing. A lot of work.
Yep.
Teams are challenging, but it's absolutely been amazing. It's been our best year last year.
Love it.
And so let's just start.
Love it.
Right away is Temp Krieger. So Temp and I worked together for 3-4 years. One of the best salespersons I've ever met. So this is Temp Krieger. Partners, all of us are partners. We don't have labels. Nobody's a buyer's agent, seller's agent. We do what we do.
Perfect.
Temp, thank you. Really appreciate everything.
Oh, thanks, Brad. I love it. It's so great to have this team. Thanks, Greg. We appreciate it.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing.
All right, and next is Megan Youngworth. So Megan is about 3.5 months in, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I've known Megan's extended family, her wife's twin sister, in-laws, everything. So I've known them for a long time. Met her at the gym one day, and I said, I hear you don't like teaching anymore. So she's on 3.5 months. She's writing her 6th contract as soon as we're done with our show today.
Congrats.
Yeah,
That's
so
huge.
again, Megan Youngworth. Megan, pleasure to have you aboard. All right.
Thank you.
Thanks so much.
All right, Molly Barrett, come on in. So Molly was recommended by one of my tech person, John Bunka, neighbor, really good friend. Molly was aboard. Her husband was overseas, so she took the summer off to play with the little kiddos. How many kids? 3 under the age of? Under the age of?
10.
3 under the age of 10. So Molly is back, and excited to have her back. The motivation level is amazing. She's been back for 3 days, been out showing rentals and buyers already. So Molly, thanks so much.
Thank you, Brad.
All right.
Thanks, Molly. No, Brad, this is amazing, and really for everybody out there, this is a first for Titans to really showcase, what the fundamentals of really what makes everything tick. And no one does it alone, Brad, and that's a beautiful example.
And I do have to mention one other person.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
My wife Amy was the realtor before me. The crash came. I was still working with Temp at the time. Came aboard. We were doing 40, 50 houses, the two of us.
Wow.
Crash came. I was going to go back. She said, no, you stay the realtor. So she is the driving force of Team Secundy. Just so you know, Amy Secundy, love you.
Hey, Amy, if you're watching, shout out to Amy.
So, yeah.
No, I love that, Brad. And this is such a great vibe and a great start. I do want to go into, the traditional series of questions for everybody out there to really dive in deep to you as a man, as a professional. So I guess let's just start with telling everybody a little bit about yourself.
All right, so we moved to Colorado Springs for my daughter, who was a competitive figure skater.
Oh, cool.
2-time national champ, and now back in Denver.
Wow.
She was in Boston for 7 years.
Oh.
She just started her job Monday in Denver.
Great.
So happy to have her back.
Love it.
So we moved here. I ran restaurants, major restaurants, University of Florida, called Brown Derby. Live band, 7 days a week.
Unreal.
Sat almost 600 people, owned butcher shop, etc. Opened 3 Bennigans from scratch. Had part owners in a bagel shop. Before this, I was an import-export person in the giftware.
Wow.
Also ran 2 showrooms, one in Miami and one in Atlanta. Covered 19 states, as many Rosenthal, China, Nambe, Schatz Weasel, all types of stuff related to housewares. And then worked for a company called Elope here, moved here, and then the crash came and now I'm a realtor. I've been with Joe almost 11 years now. Was at Glorio for a couple of years, and just here at Remax Properties.
Wow, I love that. And again, that gives everybody a deeper dive into your background and what's going on. What was it about real estate that really got you excited at the beginning? What was it?
My wife, who said, "Hey, you're coming to join me."
Okay.
And then, it's a love-hate relationship with me. I'm going to be totally honest with you.
Here we go. We're getting the honest truth here.
So, I love the point of getting them under contract.
Okay.
I hate the inspection and the appraisal stage because you're sitting there, is this seller or buyer? Are we going to meet? Is the other agent going to be okay? What's going on? I thought the restaurant business was different every day, but truly, real estate is different every day.
Wow.
Okay. I had 180 employees at Brown Derby. We had 4 managers. We did over $7 million. This in a restaurant business. Okay. So this is really nothing compared to that.
Sure.
But there are challenges every day in real estate. You just don't know, especially in a competitive market.
Wow.
We had 5 under contract in the last week. 4 of them had multiple offers still.
Unreal.
So it's a different business every day. So I do have that love-hate relationship.
Okay.
Telling you that right now.
Yeah.
But it's where I do my workouts.
Yep.
I spend time with the family. I do what I need to do. Okay.
I love that, and to me, it really breaks down the honest truth of what's going on, Brad. And as far as everybody out there who knows this man, your reputation is impeccable, Brad, and it's just so innovative and really pushing that envelope to what a true professional should be doing in our marketplace, not just here in Colorado and Colorado Springs, but throughout the real estate world. So it's an honor to have you again, and I got to say that. But I want to go into a little bit deeper dive into you and really understand a little bit more for everybody out there as to what really drives you. So the next question is, what's your why, Brad? I mean, what will get you excited every day? What motivates you, gets you out of bed to do what you do to the level you do it at?
So I'm going to be 60 this year.
Wow.
Okay.
60.
So what motivates me is to get my training in. I love martial arts. I'm a 4th degree in Shaolin Kempo Karate.
Whoa.
High brown belt in Krav Maga.
Okay.
I grapple with an ex-UFC fighter 3 days a week. I grapple with a CrossFit guy. So that's my passion. Okay. I'm also diabetic, so that's one of the reasons why I do that.
Sure.
To stay healthy.
Right.
Okay. The other why is my family. Okay. I have 3 great kids, an amazing wife. Okay. So we've been doing a lot of vacations together.
Okay.
So that's my why right now, is trying to get the family together as often as possible. We just got back from Portland, had all the kids with me, went to see my older son, went to Seattle to see my niece.
Okay.
Quick 3-day amazing trip. Okay. So that's really my why, and giving back. My door is always open. I will answer anybody's questions. I teach video class here. I teach self-defense classes here. We give back to a company called Vet Ticks. Every sale that we do, we give $50 to Vet Ticks.
Wow.
So any veteran can call Vet Ticks. Hey guys, Disney on Ice is here. Can we get a couple of tickets? So they go out. It can be family time. It can be husband and wife time.
I love that.
Okay, so we donated 300 tickets to the zoo. They went in like 2 hours. It was absolutely amazing. So we love giving back. Absolutely love giving back.
That's huge.
Okay? And it could be to any. I don't care. I don't care if a realtor comes in. I'm going to tell them this is what you should be doing.
Sure.
Do they do it? Not necessarily.
Not all the time. Right?
I started video. We met 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Started doing video 3.5, 4 years ago. We opened the green screen room here. A lot of people are using it.
Yeah.
So I always am here to answer any questions about real estate or technology. For almost 60, I feel I'm pretty good with tech.
I would say pretty good is an understatement, Brad,
Yeah,
and that's the truth. I love the fact of your why, and for everybody out there for feeling this warmth and passion for what you do. Obviously, it's family, and there's nothing higher as a why, in my opinion, as family, and I love the fact that you've mentioned that. Travel and really having those experiences together. Not a lot of us do that as much as we should, and I think that's a great example. giving back to veterans and things along those lines, I think it's fantastic in our city here in the Springs. We're heavy into military.
Yes,
I think
very
that's
much.
important. I will have links in the comments down below so you can check out that charity group, volunteer, donate, whatever's going on. So that'll be down there as well. But giving back to the real estate community, that's huge. And I'm not trying to throw him under the bus, but reach out. He's a wealth of knowledge. He's a tech nut nerd, marketing genius that way when it comes to real estate and applying that knowledge. I think it's great, Brad.
I mean, to expand on that, even when we have newbies on the other side that aren't getting the training that they should, I'm here for them. We'll do both sides. We'll help them through everything. It's happened numerous times.
Wow.
How do I link this? How do I do that? And on the phone, explaining it to them, because we want the best for our client
Sure.
and helping them on their next transaction so
Wow.
they know what to do.
That's great. This is good. Good window into this, man. We're just getting started. So I want to go into the next question. This is actually a crowd pleaser of this particular series. Whether people are watching or listening to this right now, they want to know what the Titans have done or are currently doing to grow and scale their business. This is that kind of applied knowledge into what they can do for actionable items. So, Brad, if you could look back at your career thus far and pick or choose one or two things you added to your business that took it from one level to the next. What's that look like?
Sorry, I shouldn't say mine.
Oh, yeah,
Before the team started, very much started video. Okay.
Right.
It started community videos, doing everything. I'm not even 10% of where I want to be.
Wow.
Not
That's a
even
big
10%.
statement, Brad. That's a big
So I did Michael Thorne and Jesse Peters video boot camp.
statement. Okay.
Amazing. They're out of Canada. They're just absolutely amazing. I've been to their boot camp 3 times.
Wow.
I'm always trying to learn how to do things, what's better, what should we do. We do 360 virtual tours on every single listing we do. I don't care if it's a $80,000 listing or a $1.2 million listing.
Love it.
Everyone gets a video,
Mhm.
360 virtual tour. So that has helped our business.
Okay.
Where we can go in and show them, hey, there's your house. We're so military here
Right.
that I personally sold 15 houses sight unseen because of videos. Temp
Okay.
got a call yesterday on a house we have up in Crystal Park and said, I saw your video. Oh my God, that was amazing. Can you expand on the house?
Right.
So I believe social media video has helped my business,
Okay.
our
Love
business. Okay.
It. Yeah.
The other thing that I did, now Temp and I used to work together a long time ago.
Okay.
A company called Elope. Everybody's laughing on planet Earth. We sold hats and glasses.
Sure.
We were the trade show coordinators, setting up trade shows, traveling 220 plus days a year.
Wow, Brad.
Selling to major Target, Walmart, places like that. So I've been asking Temp for over 6 years to join me. He joined me 2 years ago.
Okay.
The
What
man,
took him so long? Come
Yeah.
on.
the man is one of the best salespeople I know. So that has helped tremendously
Love it.
and motivated me, because you get in that rut, that wheelbarrow
Yeah,
just
yeah.
sticks in.
Sure.
So it has motivated me to do more and more. Okay, and then Megan and Molly,
Right.
trying to train them the best way I know how.
Wow.
Okay, so those two things have really motivated me lately.
Sure.
So
Yeah, and I think that's a great, takeaway for everybody out there. Hopefully everybody's, taking heavy notes on that, but, coming down to using technology to your advantage in multiple different ways through social media sites and really elevating video, to a higher note, because there's a lot of professionals that are starting to dabble in video here
there's
in
a
real
lot
estate.
more, a lot more.
But in my humble opinion, not everybody's doing it the way it should be done, and this is a man who is. So,
And again, only 10% there in my opinion.
the humility's coming out of here. But I think that's a great takeaway for everybody is really look at who you emulate out there who's doing this business well to those higher standards, and try to emulate certain pieces of that, like Brad and others, whether they're local or national or international. I think that's great when you look at it. You also mentioned that team atmosphere, hiring the right people and putting the right pieces of the puzzle together. Not the easiest thing for everybody to do, when they're looking to grow and scale. Is there a piece of advice, this is off the cuff here, is there a piece of advice that you would look at? When is the right time to bring on more, to bring on people to support?
That is a very, very good question, and I don't know if I have that answer.
Okay, that's fair.
because when Temp came aboard, we were rolling.
Okay.
Last year was my best year ever in real estate.
That's great, Brad. Congrats.
Very honored, humble. Won a couple of awards.
Yeah.
The John Aarons Award a couple of years ago. Peer Coach of the Year.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because I give back.
Right.
Okay, I always, it's the 80-20 rule. 80% of the people aren't going to listen.
Yep.
To
It's sad. It's sad.
because what I do may not work for somebody else.
Yep.
Okay, what we do doesn't work for somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
What Temp does is not the same that Molly's going to do,
Right.
or Megan, or etc. So I don't really have that answer.
Sure.
The quote unquote the last 2 years was teams.
Right.
So is it the right way? It has been for me.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Newbies, I always suggest you join a team.
Well said.
Newbies, definitely join a team. Just to learn contracts, do whatever. Get that under your belt.
Sure.
Somebody experienced that can help you with contracts, help you showings, help you with MLS, help you with everything, social media, etc.
Wow.
So
I think that's fantastic. And again, everybody, this is just a little bit of Brad here. So take him up on that offer to reach out. I mean, he's a wealth of knowledge. I say that again. It's just the honest truth. So this has been really, really great so far. I want to shift gears on this particular question. This is the tricky part of the interviewing series. Everybody out there knows what time is coming. It's the challenge question, Brad. And I lead into it this way. We all have challenges in our lives. No one's exempt. Whether it's personal or professional, we all deal with those hard times or hard thought processes.
Been there.
So, I mean, if you're comfortable sharing a challenge with everybody, whether it's personal or professional, that you overcame, that you learned from, what's that look like for you, Brad?
Well, there's been a lot of challenges in my life.
Sure.
Okay, so drug addiction is a big. I get upset when a lot of people don't talk about it.
Sure.
And I hope my family doesn't mind me talking about it.
Right.
So I lived through it with my older brother, who's 13 years older than me.
Wow.
He's only clean and sober. I might get this wrong. 15, 16 years.
Okay.
Okay.
That's great, though.
Yep. I have a son that got caught up in the heroin.
Sure.
He's clean and sober. I'm gonna knock on some
Yes.
wood.
Knock on all
yep.
wood.
So there's a lot of challenges in that, and I talk about it. I'm open about it because a lot of people who have addicted children they don't want anybody to know about it.
Right.
So, but everybody's great.
Love
So that's a big hurdle in life. Survived everything that comes with it. Okay.
Unreal.
So, that's stuff.
Yeah.
I also have an older son, my youngest son, who had febrile seizures, and we just got him diagnosed. He's 21, and he has a breathing disorder.
Okay.
So we were wondering why he was getting high fevers all the time, and now it's taken care of after 21 years. So he was 9 months old, 106.9 degree fever when he hit it. Yeah. So everybody has challenges.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, everybody has challenges. Nobody's immune to anything. So
I agree.
yeah. So that has helped me in life. Okay. And my martial arts helps me. That's my therapy. I don't need a psychiatrist. I don't need my drinks. I don't need anything. That's my therapy. Thank you, Matt and Jason. Appreciate it.
I think that's beautiful, the fact that you took the time to share that with everybody, Brad. It's not easy to air your stuff out in front of everybody, and the underlying message is again, we all have troubles, we all have problems and issues, whether they're personal or family or that way. But when it comes to drug addiction, things along those lines, I agree. It's not spoken enough, and just know that there's so many people out there that are dealing with it, and there's people you can reach out to, and there's support groups and things along those lines. And I just love the fact that you've mentioned that.
Yep. I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Okay. So, hope my family didn't mind me mentioning that.
No,
but
no.
yeah. But that has made my wife and I stronger people. Okay. So
I love that.
yeah, it's
No,
it is what it is.
That's great, Brad.
It is what it is.
Seriously, thank you so much for sharing that. It's not easy to do, but I know there's a lot of people out there that are saying, yes, I'm dealing with things, or my family is, and now it's just nice to know that you're not alone.
Correct.
You really aren't. So,
Correct.
I appreciate that. I know that everybody
Yeah.
else does as well. So I want to shift gears and go to a softer question.
Yes.
So we made it through the tough stuff.
Yeah.
But when it comes down to it, this is my favorite question of the series. It's the travel back in time question.
Okay.
So if you could travel back in time, any age range or any time frame in your life, and give young Brad a piece of advice or two, whether it's personal, professional, funny, what would you say to your younger self?
Not being so controlling over. I'm a control freak.
Okay.
Okay. So, and I'm still trying to let go. Okay. I finally found my youngest son found this kid who's doing some videos for us. Going around, hey, did you see View House coming? Did you do this? So I'm letting go a little bit.
Okay.
I'm not touching it.
You're right.
He sends it to me, I post it.
That's a big step. That's a big
That's
thing.
a really big step. So stuff like that. My older son does some posting for us.
Okay.
So I'm letting go a little bit.
Wow.
So that would be probably the biggest. Stop being a control freak, type A personality. I wear it on my sleeve when I make mistakes and stuff, but it is what it is. So I would probably say, let go. Let go.
Wow. Yeah. I think that's big advice for everybody out there who's watching or listening, not just for young Brad, but myself included. A lot of the, as you said, the A types, the high producers, the thought leaders or mavericks, they're very close with their stuff. And it is difficult to let go because the mentality of most of us is no one's ever going to do it the same way we do it. And that's, the sooner we all get that and understand that, that's okay. The person you bring on is not you. And there's certain things that they're going to do better or worse, but it's a fact that you can't be in a million places at once.
Exactly.
You just can't,
So it's like everybody says, get an admin. I don't want an admin. I don't, it's just not who we are.
Sure.
I don't want somebody to have to call, oh, no, I'm sorry, that person's in charge of appraisals, that person's in charge of inspections. That's not who we will ever be.
Right.
Okay, so it's just, and I probably will never let that go.
Yeah.
Never, ever. I will not have a transaction coordinator, and I will not have an admin.
You heard it here, everybody.
Now, if it changes, you can say I told you so.
That's right. Put a comment down below if it ever changes. But Brad, thanks for sharing that. And I think that's always good advice. And I love that question for everybody to kind of reflect on their lives. And just try to let go. It's not easy, but take Brad's advice.
And don't sweat the small stuff. Yeah. I wear everything on my shoulders, and I'm trying to get away from that. So
that's big. You heard it here, everybody. This is huge stuff, Brad. So this is great, and I want to go to the next crowd pleaser in this particular series. This question is the feeding of the mind question. So a lot of the subscribers and viewers of this particular series, they want to know what the Titans are feeding their minds, how they're growing their brain. And so I just lead into it with books you might be reading, podcast influencers, that sort of thing.
So I'm not a reader.
Okay.
Let me tell you that right away.
Yeah.
I do believe I read every day, looking at that computer every day.
Agreed.
So I follow Michael and Jesse in their Facebook group.
Okay.
I look at what other agents are doing throughout the country, the world.
Love that.
Okay, there's people in Israel, there's people here, there's people there. What are you doing to generate business? What are you doing on your videos? So that's the way I change with what I'm doing.
Okay.
I try and self-motivate, try and take as many classes as I possibly can. Look at YouTube videos, look at things that can better my business.
Right.
Okay. As far as that goes.
Yeah.
So most of the guys I train with outside of here, grappling wise, they're usually a lot better than me, and I try and learn. Okay. So it's the learning curve. I try. That's where my passion is the learning of tech.
Right.
I'm always trying to be ahead. What is the next thing in this real estate business?
Sure.
What is it? Because we get 300 calls a day. Hey, Brad, I can. Do you want some leads?
Wow.
And it's getting to the point where they don't even take no for an answer anymore.
Right.
So it's, what do you do? What is the next best thing? And I tried, video was the first thing. That was 4 years ago.
Sure.
There's a lot more people in town doing video.
Agreed.
And nationwide doing video. Okay. What is the next best thing?
Okay.
And how do we compete with everything that's changing this industry?
Sure. And I like that fact that you're looking at it from the standpoint, there's a lot of professionals that feel the same way. I don't have time to sit and read a physical book unless I'm on a beach or on vacation, but you're learning every day, you're reading every day, you're growing every day through training, through relationships, through YouTube, different media is feeding your mind, and obviously living your craft.
Exactly.
You're learning every day through your clients, the buyers and sellers, and the negotiations on both sides. I mean, that to me is encompassing true knowledge. But then, a part of your passions too. Again, the physical aspect of your life, I think, is fantastic. And even you said that, you know, these guys are more technical or better than me. I mean, I think that's huge because you want to grow, you want to learn, and I think that the learners are earners. I think it's the readers or I forgot the quips that go through, but that's the whole point. I agree with you 100%.
When I don't get tapped, it's a good day.
Oh gosh, this is amazing. This is great. So Brad, this has been just chock full of amazing information, really getting to know you, your team, what drives you, your why, the whole nine. I want to wrap everything up with a final question.
Yes, sir.
And this one ends up being a quote or a mantra that you live by that sums you up as a man, as a professional. What's that look like for Brad Secundy?
Consistency in my life. Okay, it's not necessarily a quote,
Sure.
but it's, you know, consistency in my training, consistency in our videos. Every Tuesday, a weekly video goes out on what's going on in this market.
Wow.
So, consistency in life, trying to please everybody,
Right.
and please myself.
Wow.
In a way. So, you know, it's effort, etiquette, you know, doing those things.
Right. I think it's huge. Consistency, and that speaks volumes about who you are as a man, as a brand, and a professional. And Brad, I can't thank you enough. Again, it's been an honor. You're an official real estate titan.
Come on.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is great, my friend. I mean, seriously, you taking the time. I know you're super busy.
Thank you, Greg. It's an honor to be interviewed today with you. Appreciate everything you do as well.
Thank you.
All right.
Appreciate it. Well, thank everybody out there for your time and attention, your love and support as always. If you like what we're doing here at the Real Estate Titans, please don't forget to subscribe on our YouTube channel. Have a listen on iTunes, Spotify, and Google Podcasts, and throw a like on our Facebook page. Live every Tuesday and Friday afternoon, a different Titan, a different location. We'll catch everybody in the next live episode of Real Estate Titans. Take care.
Bye, guys.